Are you sick of hearing what's for dinner and having no idea what the answer is? Tired of going through drive-through and just shoveling prepackaged food to your kids? Let me tell you, that's exactly what I was sick of too. And so I created a system that I'm going to share with you because guess what? I'm running a company. I work and it's really hard to keep up with all the things. And so I needed an operating system, one whole system that could help me in my life and my business. And a little piece of that is what I'm going to share with you inside of this video, specifically how I'm meal planning as a mom and keeping up with my business and making sure that I'm feeding my kids the way that I want to. And I would love nothing more than to share that with you because here's the deal. You're not a bad mom and you're not disorganized as much as you think you are. You really do know what you're doing. You just have a lot going on and it's not in a system that makes it easy for you. So it's exactly what we're going to talk about. If you're super excited to know all about my life and business operating system that I just mentioned, you can snag it right here at the Masterclass, chelsijo.co/masterclass. It's 20 minutes. It shows you exactly what it looks like for me and for you to be able to run your life and your business without all of the chaos. So it'll show you exactly how to build it. It's tailored to you. It's quick, it's short, it's simple. I'd love for you to go over and check it out. I think it could be really helpful. Now, let's dig into meal planning. Meal planning has changed so much since the archaic times of the recipe box, which yes, I have one. And yes, we're going to be talking about it inside of this episode. Yes, I have cookbooks. I have Pinterest. I have a custom ChatGPT that does all my meal planning for me. I have all the things. And I have one thing that I have not mentioned yet that is absolutely going to be talked about in this episode. So make sure you stick around to hear all about it. It's free. I'm going to show you how to build it. Here's the thing that every single one of these things that I have mentioned has in common. They're hard. They're complicated. They're time consuming. All of it takes time. And that's why we end up buying prepackaged food or going through the drive-through because we don't have a system that's easy for us that we can just whip out of our pocket and it can be simple and it can be done in a matter of 2 seconds. My daily life might look not totally like yours, but a lot like yours. I'm wrangling the kids. I'm wrangling the finances, the schedule, all the places that everyone needs to be. And I'm wrangling my business on top of the cooking, cleaning, dishes, laundry, like all the things. And so for me, one of the things that I care so much about is really clean, healthy food, about nourishing my body and my children's, because for many years of my life, I had an autoimmune disease. I actually still have it, but it's under control because of the way that I eat. And so if that ever gets out of control, then I start feeling bad and we see it impact our kids and our health. And so when I first got married, I knew I needed to find something that I could do because I was trying to create Pinterest-worthy meals. The long blogs where you've got to go through all the things. I was doing all of it and I was creating very long grocery lists and it just was way too time consuming for me. So that is why I created this system. If you absolutely hate meal planning, you're going to love this because you don't actually have to plan anything. So you're going to sit down one time, build this out, and then you're done from then on forward. And essentially I have broken this down into breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But essentially it all stems from one main system that we are going to talk about. But the way that I'm going to approach this is I'm going to show you exactly how I'm meal planning for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. When we get to dinner, I'm going to tell you about the menu card meal planning system that happens right here inside this bad boy with some magnets or a dry erase board on the wall. And no one ever asked me what's for dinner ever again. So let's talk about breakfast. How am I planning breakfast I have one kid that homeschools, and then I have one kiddo that goes to in-person school. That is changing next year, actually. So now we're going to have to switch that up a little bit. But that's okay. The system still totally works. And then my husband and I. So breakfast is exactly the same across the board. And I could not recommend this anymore. We just have the same things for breakfast over and over and over and over and over again. You're probably already doing this, which is amazing. If you're not, I highly recommend it. So we always have eggs available. We always have maybe 2 kinds of breakfast proteins, normally like a turkey or a chicken sausage. It's very rarely ever pork, but we were doing that a lot for a long time. So that's pretty much the gist of it. Okay. And then we always have fresh fruit on hand. We always have some type of carbohydrate on hand, whether it's oatmeal or pancakes or waffles or Sometimes it's cereal. It's not that often, but if we are in a pinch and we do a bowl of cereal in the morning, we do always have that on hand. That's supposed to be used as a snack or a treat, but then we always have hard-boiled eggs and fresh fruit to go with it. So we always have raw milk. We're a big raw milk family, and that is one of those things that is like my go-to. It's got a ton of protein and it is extremely high in micronutrients. So my breakfast is like dialed in, okay? Same things in the cart every week, never fails. That's it. If I'm feeling like being on the rock star mom list, then I'll make muffins from scratch, but that's pretty rare. I might make pancakes from scratch. Pretty rare, right? I definitely am buying these things pre-made at the store. Not always, but for the most part, that's what we're doing. We also do have a lot of like breakfast potatoes as one of our carbohydrates. So breakfast is straightforward. Let's move on to lunch. Lunch, my friends, I have this all broken down in another episode that is absolutely amazing. You can dive into this Feeding Little's Lunches. I actually interviewed the author of this cookbook, and it is simply irresistible when it comes to lunches. So I am going to talk to you a little bit about this. And you can see that my kiddos have all of the tabs tagged right here for the ones that they love so much. So how am I meal planning lunches? I'm not. They're doing it. That's what makes this so easy for me because I'm busy. I'm juggling a business. I literally am like running a multiple six-figure company and I have anywhere from 5 to 10 team members at any given time. And it's a lot. So they literally come here to this book. They pick out 3 things for the whole week that they want. And sometimes they don't want these specifics, but this book actually teaches them how to pick out very specific. It teaches them about like the breakdown of macros, carbohydrates, etc. Anyhow, they pick it out. They write it down on a list. See, it shows them all the different proteins. It is like the best book. They pick out what they want. They write the list. They take that list. They go through the house to see, oh, I wanted edamame beans. We already have 3 bags of that in the freezer. Check, we already have it. And then I either take that list with me or they go to the store with me and they pick it out and they put it in the cart. I'm not meal planning at all. And then the meals that they're doing get written on the board for their lunches. That is pretty straightforward. And then that also helps them know what to pack. They're very excited and invested in packing their own lunches at that point because they pick them out. And so I'm not even doing that either. Let's move into dinner because this is the beast. This is the one that will really get you. And that is where this fancy box comes in. All right, here's the deal. This is going to seem so simple that you're going to think that it's not going to work, but it will change your life. That's how simple and ridiculous this is. I'm all about simple. Simple Sally over here. So we have had many different menu cards over the years. So all you need to be able to plan meals for your dinner are 10 note cards. See, they can look like this. This one was handwritten by a kiddo right here, right? Brats, hash browns, and Brussels sprouts. We have lots of them that we've rotated over the years. This one says mac and cheese and broccoli. Okay, so this is literally all it is. You can get super fancy. We've had pretty ones in the past, right? We've had really pretty ones. And then you also can just use recipe cards. You can still buy recipe boxes from Target. Magnolia makes really cute ones. Go Magnolia. But you can also get them off of Amazon. And so all you need is a place to keep your cards. You don't have to put them in a box. You don't even have to buy the box. You just need 10 recipe cards and you need either magnets on a fridge that say Monday through Sunday or Sunday through Saturday, or you need a dry erase board that's magnetic that you can magnet them on. I used to have a board that had clips on it. It was super cute. Any way you want to go about this, it's really straightforward. You can go get a magnetic board from Target, Hobby Lobby, Walmart, anywhere on Etsy, Amazon that say the days of the week, they're magnetic, and then you just put your card on there. That is like the system. That's the actual hardware that you need. Now, how do you know what to put on your cards? You're going to sit down with your family. You're going to ask everybody what their favorite things are that you make for dinner. Okay. So we have had so many over the years. We've literally had so many, and I just keep them because I can't get rid of their handwriting. It's so adorable. That's actually my handwriting. Look at this one. This is the cutest thing. Oh my gosh. They don't write like that anymore. This one says asparagus, cauliflower, barbecue, teriyaki chicken. Okay, that's definitely part of that meal is from Trader Joe's. Now, here is the best part about this. You're going to ask them, what are your favorite things that you cook? And they're going to come up with 10 of their favorites. Now, you're going to write those 10 things down. The best part of this is on the back or on the side, you're going to write down all of the ingredients that you need to be able to make that meal. Then when it's time to meal plan, you're going to go over to your cards. You're going to be like, what do I want? We're definitely having chicken legs, gnocchi and meatballs. This one's blank and this one's blank. Ooh, sloppy potatoes. I think I might actually use this entire thing for my meals this week. These salmon and brown rice, great. Coconut, shrimp tacos, and cocoa bean rice, beef sliders with broccoli and tater tots. Done. And guess what? You can either just take these cards with you or you can go over this list and write down what you need. And when my kids were even still, I like to give them this card, or you can write it on the back and say, hey, can you go see what we already have in the fridge, freezer, and pantry that we do not need to buy? What we do need to buy, we write it on the list. And I literally outsource the entire thing. So that, my friend, is the entire meal planning system. So if you hate meal planning, I just showed you how to not have to do it for yourself anymore. This is the number one system that every single person that I know that has done it has raved about. Everyone seriously loves it. Let me take you on a little walk with me to show you what it looks like hanging in my house right now and how we go about actually implementing this. On the weekends, I set this up and it's pretty straightforward. Okay, so this is my menu board that I'm using right now. I've changed it so many times over the years, and this is literally just a dry erase. This is on here permanently, but you can find these boards seriously anywhere. It is magnetic, and so sometimes these are our new little meal cards. They're super little. It just says goulash on it. And then I have these little teeny tiny magnets. But last weekend I was in a pickle and I was like, and I just wrote it down really quick because I didn't have some of these cards already written. So I really do highly suggest you starting out with a menu card that has the ingredients in the back of it. We've been doing this system for so long now that it's very easy for us to write this down because we know what we need, like the back of our hand. And we've been doing these repeats for so long that our house is pretty much just stocked with what we need. And that will be, the light at the end of the tunnel for you. So if you don't have cards, obviously you can 100% write these in. So you can see that these are her lunches over here. We did pigs in a blanket 2 days, broccoli cheddar soup the other 2 days, and grilled cheese the other 2 days. And she knew what sides that she wanted with it because she had it marked in her book. So this is as fancy as it gets. It's super straightforward and it will absolutely change your life. Okay, I know sometimes really simple systems seem like they might not have a huge impact in your life, but if you are a mom that is trying to juggle a business and your life with all of the things, and you truly are the keeper of the house, the chef, the person that's in charge of the laundry and all the other things, you have to have these simple systems in place because this in and of itself is going to be a huge relief for your brain. I'd be so excited for you to be able to learn my entire operating system for your life and your business. Be sure to go check it out. If I don't see you over there, I'll meet you back here for another episode on the Systemize Your Life podcast.